And I actually believe that after watching this, you're going to have enough confidence. All right. Because I'm going to build your confidence up. And also, you're going to have an outline for how to create your next video. And it's going to be video that you are excited to share with other people. So the reality is that video is not going anywhere, and more people are going to be expecting you to be in front of the camera. I already hear what you're saying. I don't like the way I look on camera, Sophia. I don't like the way my voice sounds, or I just don't see the importance in me being on camera. I don't believe all of those things. I think those are all negative. And I believe, in fact, that there is a lot of importance in video. I believe that you look great on camera, and I believe you sound better than you think you are. So, better than you think you do. So, here's the thing. Here's why video is important, and video is having a moment right now. It's because video is more memorable. All right. When someone is in front of the camera, they are a more memorable person. They're also a more lovable person as well. So those are two of the biggest reasons why video is such a successful tool to use, whether you're a business professional, whether you are a student looking to get into college, or whatever it is that you're trying to do. Video is going to help you stand out. The third thing is that it was probably perhaps my favorite thing about video is it allows you to tell your story in the way that you want to tell your story. All right. So today's video for you today that I'm giving you so much knowledge today. And I actually believe that after watching this, you're going to have enough confidence. All right. Because I'm going to build your confidence up. And also, you're going to have an outline for how to create your next video. And it's going to be video that you are excited to share with other people, because some of you are watching this, you've attempted video creation in the past, and you're just like, I don't think I did a great job. Well, I'm going to show you how to make sure that your stuff is interesting and it is succinct, because I know a lot of you have issues with kind of going all over the place in your videos. All right. So this is not for television professionals. This is for regular people who are maybe business owners, maybe career professionals, students especially who want to stand out in their college resumes, anyone who's applying for a job. You know, a lot of job applications are asking for video submissions. I think if they're not asking for it, submit it anyway. This is for especially new content creators. Business owners, you need to be creating videos. Your customers are asking to see you. They might not directly be sending you an email asking to see you on video, but the numbers are showing it. Numbers prove that customers are more loyal to brands that they know who is behind the brand. All right. So let me start by introducing myself and telling you a little bit about me. I'm Sophia, and I really, really enjoy inspiring people to reach their fullest potential by unleashing them out of any mindsets or any issues that's stopping them from fearlessly going after their dreams. I've done this for so many of my friends. I've done this for so many of my family members, for my mentees as well. And now I think it's time to do this for others, for you. So I started living out my dreams. I would say when I took the biggest leap of faith was in 2016. Full time took a big leap of faith. But I opened my own women's wear brand. And I was still working full time when I opened the brand in 2015. In 2016, I decided to, take it on as a full time role, as a full time job. But here's the thing: is the job that I was working at the time when I started my women's wear brand, Bessida. The job that I was working was in TV. I was an on air news reporter. So my background is in television, my background is in communications. And I think it's so funny that after I left TV and after I left news, it just seemed like I could not stay out of the press. So I went from reporting a lot about others and things going on and interesting things to getting other people to report about me as well, and even being on live TV again. I had a chance to sit with Gail King on CBS Mornings, which was a full circle moment because I actually used to work for a CBS affiliate. So here's the thing is I've always understood the power of video and especially talking directly to my customer. And that's how I was able to build brand loyalty. Over 80,000 people all around the world who really tune into what I have to say, the garments that I produce. And I believe I was able to do that through creative and great video that I put out there to my customers. Okay, if you're thinking this, that, well, Sophia, you're a video professional, you already know what you're doing. I still get nervous as well. All right. I mean, it's taken me this long after leaving TV to now start putting out video content to help other people be their best selves. So don't think that just because I have years of experience in television, I even have a degree in it, that you can't do this. No, no, no. Think of me as your coach. All right. Wouldn't you want your coach to have great experience as well? You probably do. So there are only two requirements that I'm going to need from you. If you have these two requirements, then hang on with me for the rest of the video. But if you don't have this, I just need you to turn it off and maybe go get these things before you continue. So number one is, do you have access to a camera? Before you go, it could be the camera on your phone. I'm using my phone camera right now. All right. Number two is, do you know where the record button is? It's a red button usually. I guarantee that all of you watching this have those two things. And now it is time to get into this. So there are two things that we're going to be getting into in this video to really help you with content creation. And when I mean content creation, I don't mean it in the way that social media says content creation. Content is any video that you put out there for any purpose. All right. So I don't want you to start thinking, okay, this is just for content creators. No, this is just video in general. And I want to remind you something. When you're creating video, be your authentic self. No one is expecting you to be an actor playing a role. No one is expecting you to deliver this as a broadcast news reporter either. Everyone is expecting you on video to be your authentic self. So, two things that you're going to get from this. One, I guarantee that I'm going to boost your confidence. All right. You're going to have enough confidence after watching this to be able to put out content that you are really, really proud of and that you're excited to share. Number two is that I'm actually going to be giving you an outline that you're going to be able to use immediately to go out there and shoot content that you're proud of as well. All right. So we're going to be dealing with the psychology part of this. And then we're also going to be doing a workshop kind of situation. So let's go into the confidence part of this. All right. I think that a lot of times people just, get in their heads, and this is why you haven't been able to create video, or maybe you have video and you just haven't been able to share it yet. So the first thing I want to tell you is the more that you do it, the more confident you're going to get at it, because you're just going to get better at it. All right. So here's the thing is, shooting video right on your phone or on a camera or whatever, that is great. That's great practice. But what's going to make you better is if you share it, when you send it in, when you even share it with a friend of yours. The more you do that, the more you realize that you're actually not as bad as you think. And I believe that if you record a video today and you check in on it a year from now, if you're consistently doing it, you're going to cringe a little bit watching your video from today in a year from now, because you're going to be like, wow, I've gotten so much better. All right. I promise you, you will. Number two is believe what you are saying is important. All right. If you believe what you are saying is important, I'm sure there are other people who believe the same thing. And also, when you believe what you are saying is important, you now speak about it with passion, and that's going to draw other people to come and listen to you as well. So just believe in yourself. Number three is a statement that set me free. Okay. This statement says, your fear of humiliation is blocking your wealth. And now I'm going to add to it by saying it's also blocking other people's wealth. Your fear of humiliation, a lot of times people feel like they're fearing humiliation because you're worried about what other people are going to think. All right? Especially your friends and your family sometimes. Oh, they're going to probably think I'm just corny. They're probably going to think I don't know what I'm doing. Or they're going to think I'm desperate. Like, these are all of the things that run around in our minds. And that's just fear of humiliation. And it's blocking your wealth. All right. If you are that business professional, if you are that dentist that feels like he wants to put out more content about his work and talk to people about how they should clean their teeth better, like, if you're not doing it, you're likely hindering more wealth from coming to you. All right. So I also believe it's going to block other people's wealth because a lot of people need to hear what you have to say. You have great knowledge. And I often feel like the ones with great knowledge are also the ones who are not sharing enough of it. Video is a great way to do that. Number four, you won't be perfect, and neither should you attempt this. All right. You should go for excellency instead. There's a difference. Perfection actually is impossible. All right. But excellency is using everything that you have in your current arsenal and doing your very best at it. Use your video phone, all right? Use the camera on your computer to shoot video. That is excellency. No one is expecting you to have a full studio. Just use what you have, and I promise you that it's going to be enough. Okay, so now that I've built your confidence, hopefully, all right, you're feeling confident. Now we're going to move into an actual outline, and I'm going to share with you a 5-step process. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to help you create content that you are so excited about and that you feel really excellent about. So, if you've attempted video before and you were all over the place, all right, you likely you likely felt a bit cringe watching it because you're like, I'm just talking about so much. And it's like, yeah, you probably were, because you likely just turned on the camera and started talking. All right. Every time you go in front of the camera, you should always know what you were talking about. This is not candid camera. All right. This is you pressing the record button. So therefore, you should always know what you are talking about. I remember being in news, and I remember complaining to a friend of mine who was not in the industry at all. And I was telling him how difficult my job as a reporter was at the time. And he said to me, how could your job be difficult? Don't you just stand in front of a camera and talk? And I was like, oh my gosh. I told her, I said, I feel a bit insulted right now. Do you know that I actually spend about 6 hours preparing to go in front of the camera for just maybe 2 minutes? Yeah, that's the reality of things, is that some of the best people that you see on camera, they didn't just get there and get in front of the camera and start talking. They likely had an outline, and they didn't necessarily memorize what they were going to say, but they likely had an outline and then drew from that outline to create a compelling video. I'm going to teach you to do that. Even right now, I'm using an outline. I mean, it's a couple of pages. Yes, it's right here. And so I want to use this. There's an acronym that I've created to help you with your the structure that you're going to build for your videos. Okay. But before you create a video, you need to know how long do you want that video to be? For a lot of job submissions, they're going to be asking maybe a minute or 2 minutes long. Some of them want longer. You know, you will create the outline according to how long you want that video to be. So that's just the first thing I will say. But the outline, the acronym for this outline is called TALKS. TALKS. So I'm sure you can remember this because we're talking about talking on camera. So it's called TALKS. The T is for topic and or title. All right. A is for argument. This is not an argument like you would get into with someone. No, argument is just a point that you're trying to make. L is for laud, like you're praising, you're lifting something up in praises. K is for knowledge. And S is for solicit and or suspense. All right. I'm so excited to get into this with you all. Here's the thing about talks. It is just an outline. All right. So you're not going to actually go bullet by bullet and say, exactly what you write in your outline. You're going to remember the concept of what you want to say in your outline, and then you're going to elaborate further on it. All right. Hope that makes sense. I'm a bit thirsty. So here's the thing. Topic and title, that should be within the first 10 or 15 seconds of your video, no matter how long the video you want the video to be. Mind you, this is a standard outline. Okay. There are other outlines you can use, but this is a standard outline that I think is very easy for anyone to use, especially beginners. Your topic and your title. So your topic is going to be whatever you're talking about. Your title is going to be your name and the title in the job role that you have. So I'm Sophia. I'm the founder and creator of Besida, which is my women's wear brand. All right. So within the first 10, 15 seconds, you want to make it very quick. That's the title. Yes, I'm Sophia and I'm the founder of Besida. And I'm going to be talking to you all today about this new garment I have. So that would be a topic and a title all in one. So the next three letters, which is argument, laud, and knowledge, these three things, you can either use one of them, you can use all three, you can use both of them, you can move them in out of order. But as long as you hit on one of these in whatever you were talking about in front of the camera, your video is going to be succinct and it's going to be so good. Okay. So soliciting, that doesn't mean, a lot of people think that soliciting has to sound sleazy. It's not like you're there like, hey, you all better buy my stuff or you all better hire me. No, it just means that you are opening up the floor for an opportunity to come your way. And suspense, I love suspense at the end of videos because in TV, we call this a tease. All right. This is not a strip tease. You're not taking off your clothes or anything like that. This is when, and I'm sure you've heard this on the news, it's like when they're about to go to a commercial break and they show you like what they're about to show after the commercial and they tell you to hang on. Next, we now know the thief that stole 30 million from the bank. We'll tell you who they are after these commercial breaks. That is them building suspense. That is called a tease. And especially for new content creators, especially for business owners, you want to have a tease. All right. You want to have that suspense because this is how you're going to build your following. So for this, after you've created your outline based on talks, all right, you're going to need to practice it still. Doesn't mean that you memorize. Remember, you're not memorizing because you want to still come off very authentic. You're just going to take the time to practice everything that you're going to say. So I'm going to workshop this with you all, and I want to show you how you can take talks and build it into an outline for an imaginary situation. So Let's say that I'm a business owner and I just moved into a new location. Let's say I own a repair shop. I'm doing this actually live right now. So I own a repair shop, and this new repair shop, there's now a new location. I've moved into a new location. So my topic is topic and title is I'm Sophia. I'm the owner of Sophia's shop. Okay. And there's a new location that I have, and I want to tell you about it. Okay. That is the topic and title, is the first part of talks. Now, I want to pick from the ALK part of talks. I want to pick, let's say, because I don't want this video to go over a minute and a half. Let's say I'm just gonna do arguments, and I'm gonna do laud. Okay. So my argument is gonna be that, let's say, the point that I want to make is that the space is bigger now, so no more long wait times. Um, that's the argument I want to make. And by lauding, I want to talk about how beautiful the space is, how the space is bigger. So, in fact, I'm going to laud before I go into that argument. All right. Okay. I'm not going to do knowledge with this. And I want to wrap up by saying, by soliciting. Of course, I own a business. I want to solicit. I need more business. By soliciting. And here's how I'm going to solicit. I'm going to tell people to just come in because I have a special gift for them. Oh, that was suspense too. Yeah. Come in and see us because I have a special gift for you. That's suspense. Ooh, I didn't even know I was adding suspense in that. So now that I have my outline, I'm going to practice it. So I'm going to practice this now and then, come back. All right. All right. So I took about 2 minutes to practice this. Of course, it might take you longer to do it. It doesn't matter. Just have patience with yourself. All right. So I'm going to do this video for you like I would do it if I'm recording any kind of video for Sophia's repair shop. All right. I don't have a repair shop, by the way. Anyway, hi everyone. I'm Sophia. I am the owner at Sophia's Tire Shop. Look, guys, did you know this? We have moved into a new location, and I just want to take you on a sneak peek of what it looks like. This space is so much bigger than our former space. In fact, it's about twice as large, and that means that we have new stations. We have about 2 new stations. And the great thing about that is that you're not going to have long wait times like you've had in the past, okay? Because I see that you all have been grumbling whenever you're waiting for your oil changes, but you're not going to be spending so much time waiting anymore because not only do we have 2 new spaces for you to get serviced, we also have 2 new mechanics on board. So I really hope to see you all soon. And guess what? If you show up in the next week of this video, I personally have a special gift for you. That's it. Sophia's tire shop, or excuse me, Sophia's repair shop has now made her video. And because it was so succinct, because she's probably proud of it, now she's ready to share it with her customers. So I really hope that Talks is going to help you create better video contents. And of course, you've watched this now. And what is it that I've taught you, especially in Talks? That S. And I am going to do that S, which is solicit and suspense or suspense. Um, I'm going to hit that right now because this is the end of my video. And I'm going to do that by saying, if you really like this video, hit the like button and the subscribe button if you want more content like this. All right. And if you really feel like you still need more help and you want me and you to have a one-on-one session, let's say you want to workshop a few of the videos that you have, I've included a link to book a session with me. All right. So follow the steps there and we'll be able to talk one on one. So I hope you all do enjoy the rest of your day and happy content creation.